In Minecraft, like in real life, if you get dumped into the middle of the wilderness with no idea how long you're going to be there, one of the first things you're going to need is a shelter. Unlike real life, however, Minecraft lets you carry several tons of cobblestone on your back and build fortifications that would have taken dozens of medieval stonemasons several years. So you might as well go all out, right? Don't settle for a little dirt shack. You're the ruler of this place now. Here's how to build a functional castle in Minecraft, even using some real historical logic. Just a quick note, I'll be doing most of the building here in creative mode just for speed and convenience, but everything in this guide has been tested over years and years of playing in survival mode, so you should be good to go either way. This is going to be a pretty basic build inspired by European high medieval castles that anyone can do without using redstone, pistons, rare materials, or other advanced building techniques. Now, Minecraft isn't exactly like the real world, but a lot of the same ideas apply here that would have applied when some lord or lady wanted to build a castle hundreds of years ago. First, you need to pick a good location. Your number one priority here is access to resources. Having food nearby to get you started and keep you fueled while you work is essential. Eventually you can set up a farm just about anywhere, but that's a whole other video. Picking a spot with lots of animals, berries, or mushrooms is a great way to get started. Keep in mind that if you are a meat eater, you shouldn't kill all the animals around you. Leave at least 2 or 3 adults of each species so they can breed, giving you a sustainable source of food and materials, as well as the potential to get a ranch going later. You'll also want to have water and iron nearby. If you're stuck out in the desert, you can make your own self-replenishing well by filling up a 2x2 hole in the ground with water source blocks, but being near a river or the ocean lets you craft a boat and explore much further, much faster. Many historical castles were built on waterways for exactly this reason. Iron is mostly found in mountains, with more iron spawning the higher up you are, so building on or near a mountain could be a great option, but you can always find some iron underground, just not as much. This brings us to our third factor, which is defense. You want to put your castle somewhere that will be difficult for monsters to access, away from open caves or overhangs where they can spawn during the day, and where you'll have a good view of the surrounding area. Just be careful building on top of a very steep peak, as it can be difficult for you to get in and out of. If you're running home as the sun is setting, you might get stuck outside, and nobody wants that. Once I've found a good spot, I like to level the terrain by digging the top 2 or 3 layers of dirt with a shovel, then placing those dirt blocks around the edges to create a nice flat platform like this. Then decide what shape your castle is going to be. You'll need a lot of cobblestone to get started, but luckily you can find that just about anywhere if you dig down a little bit. You can choose to follow the terrain and make some cool shapes, but we're gonna start with a pretty basic rectangular castle. I'm just making 4 straight walls with some 5x5 towers in each corner that stick out a bit further from the wall. Historically, this was done to eliminate blind spots where the defenders couldn't see or shoot at the enemy. You can make your walls as tall as you want, but they only need to be 3 or 4 blocks high to keep you safe from most mobs. Remember to put torches all around the inside and outside, as well as on top of the walls and towers, so no monsters can spawn inside the castle. Now, there are 4 main types of monsters to worry about most of the time, and we're going to deal with each of them in a slightly different way. Zombies are the most basic, and they are pretty easy to keep out using iron doors. They can punch down wooden ones if you give them enough time, but our main gate here is going to feature 2 iron doors with buttons to open them on the outside and pressure plates on the inside. Spiders are another matter though, since they can climb vertical surfaces. So to stop them, we're going to build out 1 block horizontally at the top. You can just use raw cobblestone for this, but I like to actually place upside down stairs so it looks like it's slightly slanted. Unlike real spiders, Minecraft spiders thankfully can't climb on ceilings, so simply having this design all around the outer wall will keep them from getting in. Skeletons have a ranged attack though, so this won't stop them from hitting you. So next we're going to add some crenellations, which are the raised areas you see on castle walls a lot. These basically let you hide behind something solid when you're being shot at, then pop out and take a shot at the enemy before you get back into cover again. Very useful. Also, make sure you have a way to get up and down from the walls and towers, whether you prefer stairs or ladders. Now we have to think about creepers and endermen. My quick and dirty all-in-one solution here is to dig a moat about 2 blocks wide and 3 blocks deep around the outer wall and fill the bottom with water. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top or the creepers will be able to escape. This does leave your gate area vulnerable to a creeper explosion, but having 1 point of vulnerability is a big improvement. This will also keep endermen from grabbing blocks out of your main wall and letting other mobs in. Since they can teleport, you can't really keep them out permanently, but if you're being chased by one, you'll at least be able to jump in the moat and then dig your way out. From there, you're pretty safe from all the overworld mobs other than phantoms, which can fly. Luckily, they won't spawn unless you've gone 3 days without sleeping. So we'll make a little keep here with a bed, a crafting table, a furnace, and some chests for storage. You can make this a standalone building, but I like to actually build it into the wall on one side, which will leave you with a nice little uninterrupted courtyard outside. And that pretty much covers the essentials of building a castle in Minecraft. Obviously, there's a lot more you can do, like mixing in some different stone types or other blocks to make it look stylish, and adding more decorations and crafting stations inside. There's no limit to how big you can build, so you can eventually have whole areas dedicated to enchanting, alchemy, or whatever you want. For more on Minecraft on IGN, check out our farming guide, the latest trailer for Legends, or our review of Minecraft Dungeons.